You know that moment when someone tries to play the victim, and then the screenshots come out?
Yeah, that just happened.
And it's about to get a whole lot worse for 3 streamers who really didn't think this through. If you've been following the Marvel Rivals tournament drama, you already know the headline version. A pro player named Kingsman was kicked out of a $40,000 tournament for supposedly being toxic.
Except he wasn't.
All he did was ask his teammates to take the competition seriously and maybe stop running characters they were going 0 kills, 0 assists on.
Crazy idea, right?
But here's where everything completely detonates. Just when people thought the situation was done, Kingsman dropped a full Google document exposing what was actually happening behind the scenes.
Discord screenshots,
private DMs, receipts so solid that sponsors started pulling out within 48 hours. Tournament organizers suddenly started backtracking, and the same streamers who were loud before were now scrambling to delete messages and pretend nothing happened. Except it didn't stop there. Not only did Kingsman release the receipts, but another creator, Antigro, came forward and backed everything up with his own evidence. According to him, this all traces back to October 2025, after he received a direct threat from CC, the leader of the official Marvel Rivals creator group. That threat came right after Antigro posted 2 videos clearing his name from lies spread by another group member, Luciesa. So let's break this down properly. What was exposed, why the apologies were meaningless, and how this entire friend group somehow speedran the destruction of their own careers. To start, Kingsman didn't even plan to release these screenshots, but after seeing certain leaked messages circulating, he decided to drop what he literally titled the CC files. Honestly, the name alone was legendary. As soon as the document went live, people noticed Discord messages from someone Kingsman is almost certain was CC, talking privately with Zaza's boyfriend, Kaplunk. And the message was wild. It explicitly instructed him to use an alt account, anonymously clip footage, download anything that could help get Kingsman removed from the team. Then it casually added, "Don't worry, there are plenty of people just as good online." Kingsman, like everyone else, is replaceable.
Let that sink in.
While Cece was publicly claiming she had nothing to do with Kingsman being removed, there were private messages showing active coordination to build a case against him. That's not miscommunication. That's not bad luck. That's a deliberate plan to push someone out. And the irony? Calling their best player replaceable. Kingsman was literally carrying matches, going 18-2. But because he took the tournament seriously, he was killing the vibe.
And it somehow gets worse.
The private conversations completely exposed the contrast between what was said publicly and what was happening behind closed doors. Publicly, it was all PR talk, miscommunication, shared blame, learning and growing. The usual damage control buzzwords that sound nice and mean nothing. Privately, it was a different story.
Demands to delete videos.
Accusations of harassment when Kingsman simply defended himself with evidence. And then the most disgusting tactic of all, using mental health struggles as leverage to silence him. Let's be very clear. Mental health is real. Anxiety is real. Panic attacks are real. But weaponizing those experiences to manipulate someone into silence while attacking them in the same conversation isn't vulnerability. It's calculated manipulation. The strategy was obvious. Make Kingsman feel guilty for exposing the truth by framing it as causing harm. That only works when people don't see the full picture. Now everyone has. And sponsors noticed immediately. Within 2 days of the document going public, CC started losing deals fast. Infinity Mice dropped her outright. Solaris Gaming released a statement removing her from both their organization and creator program, specifically stating they don't support behavior that targets or disrespects other creators. Companies don't pull sponsorships that fast over drama. They do it when behavior is indefensible and association becomes a liability.
And honestly, good.
There need to be real consequences for treating people like trash and lying about it. But then things got even more embarrassing. Cece posted a long statement about stepping away from the internet to reflect and work on herself. Very mature.
Very noble.
Except she wasn't offline at all. She was busy deleting tweets she suddenly didn't want people seeing, and someone caught her doing it in real time. One tweet had been up for years, claiming all men are liars. When someone replied, she responded saying she hates men. No issues for years. But the moment the controversy exploded and sponsors started disappearing?
Deleted.
So ask yourself, did her views magically change overnight, or did she realize that tweets like that don't look great when you're being accused of targeting a male creator?
Exactly.
And that's why the Streisand effect never fails. Screenshots don't disappear. Deleting them just proves you had something to hide. Meanwhile, Basim, the tournament host, was performing the fastest backpedal I've ever seen. At first, he claimed removing Kingsman was entirely his decision, based on a strict zero-tolerance policy, with no outside influence. Then Cece went live and admitted Basim came to her directly to ask whether the accusations were true, and she approved the decision. So which is it? Was it fully your call, or did you need her green light first? To his credit, and the bar is underground here, Basim eventually apologized. He admitted he made a rushed decision based on bad information. That alone puts him miles ahead of the others. But the question still stands. Was it genuine accountability, or just damage control once public opinion flipped? Because while Basim at least tried to own it, the rest doubled down. Lucy, one of the teammates who told Kingsman to shut the hell up during the tournament, went on stream and said she was 100% justified. In private messages, she attempted to apologize while still blaming him, meaning she couldn't even commit to a real apology. This is also the same person who previously compared supporting Kingsman to supporting Israel, a comment many people found wildly unnecessary and out of line. Zazik didn't help either. She defended her gameplay choices on Twitter, claiming the team won a match with that setup, only for community notes to point out they lost 8 out of 9 games. Then she tweeted that she hadn't lied once and immediately got fact-checked again with a list of lies. At some point, you have to stop digging. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Antigro stepped in with his own receipts, showing the same pattern months earlier. After he posted videos calmly defending himself against lies, CC threatened to remove him from the entire Marvel Rivals creator Discord if he continued. Defending himself was labeled harassment.
Think about that.
A smaller creator gets lied about.
He posts proof.
And the person in power threatens to cut off his career if he doesn't stay quiet. He sat on those screenshots for 4 months, skipping tournaments and collaborations just to avoid dealing with this group. And then Lucy accused him of making those videos for money, and ghosted him completely.
No apology, no accountability.
So no, this wasn't just about Kingsman.
This is a pattern.
Smaller creators get pressured into silence, careers get threatened, and apologies only happen when the spotlight turns on.
But here's the best part.
Despite all of this, Kingsman won. His channel exploded past 200,000 subscribers.
Support poured in.
Meanwhile, CC, Lucy, and Zazik are losing sponsors, getting community noted non-stop, and finally being exposed for how they operate. Not because anyone wanted them to fail, but because accountability finally showed up. When you abuse power in small communities, threaten people into silence, and coordinate to sabotage someone over legitimate criticism, the truth always comes out. And when it does, no fake apology or deleted tweet can save you. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.